we've got for countywide office, we've got two different commissioner candidates here, one from Franklin County and one from Dearborn County. I'm not sure, Mr. Larry, which district are you running for? District 1. And different counties have different districts, but for council, if you heard somebody speak and you're in one of those townships, for county council by district, only the people in that district vote. For county commissioner, everybody in the whole county votes. The commissioner candidate just has to live in that district. So from Franklin County all the way from just over the county line, please help me welcome up, running for County Commissioner District 1, Mr. Larry Wiwi.
Well, first, thank you for letting me come in here with a Franklin County candidacy in the Dearborn County. We are close neighbors, and we share a lot of the same issues, particularly around farmland preservation, water preservation, and the challenges of solar farms and data centers, because Franklin County is one of the areas right now that is being viewed for that. So anyway, let me tell you a bit about myself. I grew up on a small family farm in Harrison, Ohio. I still manage that farm today. I was blessed, like everyone else in this room, to have been born in the greatest country that God ever gave man. And I was further blessed to have two fabulous parents who instilled Christian values and strong work ethics in me and my siblings. They really grew those work ethics through, of course, work on the farm and the family construction business. I worked in construction for about 6 years after high school graduation, decided to return back to school, earned a degree in finance and accounting from the University of Cincinnati, and that led to an opportunity to work for Procter & Gamble as a manager for 38 years. I just ended that employment in December. I'm happily retired now from Procter & Gamble. 8 of those years were in finance, 30 of those years were in manufacturing, and I've managed more projects than I can count. They include business acquisitions, business integrations, new product launches, capacity increases, some savings projects, millions of dollars, frankly, in savings projects, and, of course, managing massive million-dollar budgets across the way. Now, while all of that was going on, my wife and I, now of 41 years, we've lived in Franklin County actually almost continuously since 1988. We had 2 sons who went through the Franklin County school system, and also during that time, to help pay for the crazy Hamilton County, Ohio taxes, my brother and I built a small self-storage business, which I have managed since 1997. That has given me 30 years experience of understanding the challenges that small businesses face. So you just heard a quick synopsis of a working lifetime of a guy who's been extremely lucky and truly blessed. So why would he muck all that up by running for office? The answer actually is in the Federalist Papers. If you haven't read the Federalist Papers, I ask you please take the time to do that. They're not that long. They're not quite like reading Shakespeare. And get your kids to read them too. Because if you do, your understanding of the Constitution will improve geometrically. You'll also learn what truly brilliant men our founders were. And you'll really learn even more what's important to keep this country great. The founders' model was very simple. They expected citizens to gain lifetime experience and skills in their private lives, come in and join in self-government briefly, underscore briefly, and then return to their private lives. Unfortunately, our senators and congressmen missed that message entirely. So my running for office, like everyone else here, really is no different than following the founders' model of leaving private life, taking those lifetime gained skills and experiences, applying them to self-government, and then returning to private life. So with respect to from a policy point of view, again, Franklin County faces many of the same things that Dearborn does. We also have the additional issue of we don't have the employment opportunities that Dearborn County has. Nearly 70% of Franklin County residents, non-farm Franklin County workforce, leaves the county every day, and that tax base is going everywhere but Franklin County. So that doesn't mean that we should just accept any old growth opportunity that comes our way. It doesn't mean that we should say, hey, a data center's coming, here's 250 acres, have at it. What it does mean is that we've got to be very choiceful and deliberate in those. With any growth, there's going to be a negative for somebody. Somebody isn't going to like the appearance, the noise, the sound, the traffic, something like that. And the only really way to do that is be very careful and deliberate about gathering all of the pros and cons of those developments, and then having the hard discussions and making the hard decisions, and for what's in the best interest of the county, and while respecting property owners. That's one of the things that gets lost a lot in these discussions. It's zoning laws are important, but sometimes I feel like we've kind of forgotten that private property ownership carries a great deal of rights and responsibilities with it as well, and we need to be careful to always consider those as we look at those projects. So anyway, again, I'm kind of the stepchild here from Franklin County. This is a Dearborn County event, but I do appreciate the opportunity and appreciate giving me the time.